See, reaching overhead. I'm Katie, and you are here for a cardio class. If I had to tell you exactly what we're going to do right now, you would get a big, jumbled breath of nothing that makes sense. I wrote this class today, and I tried to put a bunch of new things in. Good, bring it across the body, because I was feeling like we were getting a little bit stale on our moves. And I confused myself very much. So we're going to do 40-20 intervals, 2 to 1. That's the same. But all the exercises I wrote down don't make any sense to me. So I will try my best to remember them. If not, I will probably just plop something else in there. Good. Bring those hands overhead. Touching those toes. Big windmill here. Feel the posterior chain lengthen. Keep that going. And I'm going to get you guys all squared away here. Good. And we're reaching for the toes. Get on my elevator, baby, we're going up. Give me that now and later. I can't get enough. So much to discover. Please don't. Good, keep that going. We're gonna hug the knees. Good, up nice and tall, really drawing that knee into the chest. And widen your stance a little bit. We're gonna bring those hands to the floor, hips down and up. If you're up here, that's okay too. So, yeah, we've got a full section of 40-20 intervals, about 10 minutes of that, and then we've got core for about 5 minutes, and then we'll do it all again and see where we're at. Revisit that. Good. Reaching overhead. Oh, my last class, about a half hour ago, did a lot of oblique stuff. Good. Bring it across the body. And, whew, am I feeling it? This twist feels good. And bringing it into your windmill. All right. This week has been a ton of fun. We decided at work to do Spirit Week like we're in high school. And it was so worth it. We feel like a bunch of kids. There's not very many of us, so good. Lunging side to side. So let's see, Monday was pajama day, and I forgot Monday, which is pretty typical of me in high school too. If I'm not reminded the day before, good, hips down and up, then I forget. But once pajama day was over, I knew it was on. So I missed pajama day, which is probably the best one, right? Good, reaching for those toes. But then Tuesday was blast from the past, so we all chose a decade. We had 2001, was a girl, the 90s, we had the 50s. I was a mix of the 70s and 80s. Good, and hugging the knee. Yeah, then Wednesday was dressed like a coworker, and some of us nailed it. That was a lot of fun. Nobody was offended, which is great. Nobody did me, which is also great. Good, shaking out those legs. So our first one is going to be wide stance. Hands come down. It's not all the way to the ground. We'll do that second half here in a minute. And it's going to be a hop up. So hands down and up. Modification, if you'd like lower impact, is just a reach. We're going to start in right away. 3, 2, go. First move. Just moving those arms up and down, and the body goes with the arms. Modify if you need to. If you need just a quick break, you can do a couple modified and then jump a couple out and then a couple modified, half and half, right? It's like a swirl ice cream cone when you want chocolate and vanilla. You got 10 seconds left. You're almost there. Just a few more. And you got a big, long 20-second recovery. Good, there it is. If you want to stay active during your recoveries today, I'm going to have you just jog in place. So I'll probably do this as long as I can. Second half of class will probably be me really reaching for the water. Good. In 5 seconds, we're going into a frog hop. So it's the bottom half. Here we go, 2, 1, hop it out again. Our modification is a squat touching the ground. Woo. All right, 20 down, 20 to go, hanging on to it. If you need to modify, always a good thing to be moving as opposed to not doing anything at all. 10 seconds, hang with me. Ooh. Home stretch, 3. Good. We are going into, you still have 20-second recovery, jog in place if you need to, but it looks like this. Side lunge, hop in the middle. Side lunge, hop in the middle. Modification will be a step out, reach, step out, reach. Here we go, 3, 2, side lunge together and up. We really got right into it today. Minute number 3 of work. Good, keep that going. You are 15 seconds in. I gotta move my stuff because I'm taking up a lot of space today. I like that, big movements. Good. 30 seconds down, 10 to go. Hanging on. Yes. And you got it, 20 seconds off. Now we're gonna clasp our hands together and you're gonna give me a little mini squat, hop push. So it's, okay, here we go, 3, 2, same mod as before. Lots of hopping today. Sometimes that happens. Halfway, a little over halfway. Really pulling those hands up towards the ceiling. It's like trying to fly, right? 10 seconds. Ooh, my shoulders are even talking on this one. Here we go. It's not a full squat here. And you got it. 20 seconds off. All right, next up, we're going high knees forward, and then you'll jog it back. Ready? We're ready, Catie. 3, 2, 1, going for it. Just a little length of the room, maybe. Do what you can today. The modification is going to be a knee drive, step forward, walk it back. Okay. If your joints are hurting, give me that mod. Otherwise, get those knees up, 10 seconds. Home stretch, 3, and 20-second recovery. This is the problem, in the way. Need lots of space today. Up next, we're going into a split jump. It can be a step back if you need to. Starting in 5, remember you're jogging. 3, 2, split. Okay, so this is your middle ground. If you want to make it harder, it looks like this. You can even step together, or it's stepping it back. Those are the 3 choices. We are going to be doing this again for round 2. So remember your modifications. Good, 25 seconds. Now it's only 10 seconds left. And there it is. Next up, we're gonna go to the front, step back, driving the knee. So you're pushing the knee through those arms. Looks like this from the front. All right, 8 seconds. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, arms out in front. Drive that knee through your pace. Good. All one leg here. Abs are tight. That front leg is active and engaged, and you're really pulling that knee up. Modification, right? You have to step back. And together, you got 15 seconds left here. Tried to do a neat little jump there, didn't work. Gotta see the clock. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in this move for an hour. 3, 2, good. 20 seconds off, and then we're getting the other leg. Jog in place. I forgot. We're doing active recovery today. I forgot because usually I use this time to show you what's up, but you already know. Finding that other leg in 5. And you got it. Other leg, arms are straight. Driving that knee through the arms. Good. Big exhales as you drive that knee. Abs are tight. Pick your pace. If you can go quicker, go quicker. You're over halfway. You got 15 seconds left. Almost there. Give me 5. And you got 20 off. Next up is jumping jacks. Pretty basic, right? Modification for jumping jack looks like this. It's a step out. Okay. 10 seconds and we're there. Now it's 5. Getting ready, taking a big breath, and 2, 1, jacks. I've done an unreal amount of jumping jacks today. I don't mind it. I like it. It's a back to basic kind of thing, and the entire body is working. Not a lot of things get that much movement in one bang. Good, 15 seconds left. Hanging on to it. Mod if you need to. You can mod fast. 10 seconds. And you got it. 20 seconds off. We got one more. It's going to be a heel tap. So it's here, just tapping out those heels. A little cool down. It's not a hard one. Before we bring it down to the floor for some core work. You got 5 seconds, and we're tapping those heels. 2, 1, heels out. Okay, Mod, you're just stepping through it, right? So I wiggled around on the page here, so our next round's probably going to look different, but we'll get around to. It'll be close enough. Good, halfway, 20 seconds left. Then we'll have a big break for water and toweling off, and then we'll get down on the floor for some core, and then we'll be complete with round 1. 5 seconds. Can you pick it up? 3, 2, and recover. You've got a full minute. Whew. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and get down on the floor. So all of these are on your back. So during this minute, if you're standing, I want you to join me for a second. Move 1, you're gonna be here, and you're gonna alternate. So this is what we're doing on the floor, exactly the same. Okay, move number 2, it's a crab toe touch. So you're gonna reach for the heel, really drawing that knee into the chest. Slow is good because we're pulling that core in. And number 3 is gonna be a forward toe touch. Okay, and you'll know when we do those moves, it's very similar to the ones we're doing on the ground. And I chose these because they're all toe touches. I don't know why, I'm feeling toe touch today. All right, bringing it down. First one, the starfish toe touch. So you saw that in the air. It's big, like jumping jack body. And then you're reaching opposite hand and foot together. When you come up, go ahead and start. You're on the clock. When you come up, you want to get that shoulder all the way off the floor and really pull that belly button into your spine, pressing the lower back into your floor or mat. Good. Big exhale on the way up. Inhale as you lower. Can you lower slower? Not intentionally rhyming, but it sounded pretty cool. Almost there. Let's go 2 more to each side. 1, 1, and 2, 2. Good. Reach those fingertips as far away from the toes as you can get them. Nice. We're going to bring it up to the tush. Okay, we're going to have our hands behind us. We're going to lift it into crab, and we're going to alternate opposite hand and foot touch. Okay, if you are struggling with this, I'm going to have you come back and then reach. I'll show you from the front here. Okay, so you've got to lean back there and then alternate feet, opposite hands and feet. You ready? So you've got the crab, or we could call the other one the clam. I don't know, some sort of other sea creature. So hips are up or they're down, but essentially the move is the same. And the same thing in standing, but you're reaching for the heel. So today, I wanted to be upside down for Halloween. That was what I was gonna be. And so I practiced last night. You like glue your eyebrows down and make everything on your face skin toned. And then you draw an upside down face and then put a wig on upside down. It turned out really cool. Just a few more, but it took me like 2 hours. So I was not willing to do it again today for work. So I went as a vampire. Good, go ahead and relax. I'm gonna have you hug the knees here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bring it down to our backs. You have about 15 seconds. You're gonna put those feet up in the air, and we're just gonna bring the backs of the hands to the floor and then up to the toes. Okay, and you're looking for those shoulders to be as far off the floor as you can get them. Modification will just be a reach into the heels. And in that standing position, remember you're doing alternating toe touches. Good, go ahead and start if you haven't already. Good, hanging on to it. About 10 seconds left. Doesn't have to be quick. We want it controlled. The longer you can pause at the top of this move, the better you'll feel that. Good, and recover fingertips as far away from the toes as you can get them. You've got 1 minute to work your way up into standing, and we are going to do our best at round 2. All right, feeling good. And we have everybody who signed up here. I love that. And tomorrow at work is sports day. I don't own a single piece of sports gear, like a team. I'm not a team follower. I feel like now that I'm in Minnesota, I probably should be, because you guys have a soccer, a basketball, a hockey, and a football team all here. In Reno, we had like a AAA baseball team, and that was about it. All right, when you're ready, let's see. I'll give you another 20 seconds. We'll get situated. Okay, and we're gonna start with our arm up hop, so it's like a half squat, and then a reach hop. Okay, in 4, 3, 2, and go. Modification is just a reach, eliminate that hop off the floor. And this time, it's the same time. It's 40 on, 20 off, 2 to 1, working twice as much as we're recovering. Good. 20 seconds down, 20 to go. So anyway, sports day. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm a runner. I have a medal. Maybe I'll do that. I do have a ball cap, but it is not for a team. It just says Nevada on it. If we had a team, that would help, right? Good, there's your 40, 20 seconds off. Jog it out if you want. Up next is that bottom hop. Okay, looks like that. You got 10 seconds before we're there. Modification, eliminate the hop if you need to. Here we go. 3, 2, bringing it down. Just the bottom, lower half. And you can always, sorry. Music was going crazy there for a second. Good. 20 seconds down, 20 to go. If you need to, take the mod. I say that too many times. You ever say something repeatedly so much that you start to irritate even yourself? It happens sometimes, especially in classes. Then I try to eliminate it, get rid of that one, and then we'll get a new one. You'll hear me say something like, fantastic. Good, recover for 20 seconds. A million times. Maybe that'll be my new word. Fantastic. All right. After this 20 seconds, we are going into step it to the side, together, and up. You still got some time, 5 seconds. Here we go, big breath in. 3, 2, step it out, together and up. You don't have to go as low or hop. Find your happy place. Maybe it's a deep lunge without the hop. Maybe you've got a lot of energy and you're strong, but you have a bad knee or hip or ankle. Good. 10 seconds. And you got it. 20 off, jogging it out. We are going into our high knees forward, jog it back. You got 10 seconds. Big breaths, breathe it in through the nose. I guess you could jog here if you want to. I keep forgetting that part. It's because you're wearing me out. Here we go. 2, 1, pump it out and jog it back. Knees up, up, up. Bring it back. Abs are tight. Shoulders down and away from the ears. We got good posture on those knees up. And we're 20 seconds down. You got 20 to go. Staying strong. My knees don't want to go as high. So I got to let my brain kick in and say, get them up, Catie. 10 seconds. Ooh. Last time we got to do these, 5 seconds. I don't know if you can see that. I was just throwing a hand up there. And you got it. Whew. All right. You can jog here if you want to. I think you should. Extra credit. All right. We are going into clasping the hands together. It's a mini squat and hop up. Kind of like that first move, but with a little extra clasp. I don't know. Go ahead and go. Just gave us a new variation. Try new things. Once I do them, I'll do like 2 in my office and be like, oh yeah, that's good. We'll do that. And then when we do the full thing, I get to make the decision. Is this one going in the trash? Or are we keeping it for future moves? I'm not really sure how I don't have a decision yet. I feel like there's something more to this move and I forgot it. I don't know, but this is getting me anyway. Good, jog in place. Up next, we've got arms up, knee to the front, all one side. You got some time. 12 seconds. Big breaths. Are you ready? Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Arms up, nice and straight. Here is your level 1. And level 2 is gonna pump that out. Remember, it's a full 40 seconds, a little bit longer intervals than we're used to. So maybe a medium speed or like super hard and then slow to get back to. We got 15 seconds left. Ooh. Almost there. 8 seconds. 5, 2, and shaking it out. Jogging through it. We got that 20-second recovery. And then we're going into the other leg. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, other leg back, bringing it in. The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing good. Big exhales as that knee comes up. Keeping that foot planted, actively engaged. The heel is pressing through the floor. That quad and calf should be talking to you. You got 10 seconds left. Hanging on. 5, 2, and you got it. 20 seconds off. Then we're going into our jumping jacks for 40. 10 seconds. We're ready. We're ready. Starting in 3, 2, jumping jacks. I am also doing a little mini costume contest with some friends online on Zoom. So I have a different costume for that. Haven't totally figured it out yet, but I don't want to spend any money. There's no reason to. We have plenty of things in our houses, right? And I have a bunch of neon clothes and hats and things. So it's gonna be all neon and then put like, I don't know, Aquarius or, symbol on. I'm a Scorpio, maybe I'll do Scorpio. I don't really know what those mean. Good, jog it out. But I'm gonna be a neon sign. That's the plan, I think. It's changed a couple times because upside down was so hard. Good, 10 seconds, and we are going into our heel tap hops. Here we go, 3, 2, heels out in front, hopping it out. This was our last one last time, but it's not our last one this time. Fun, keeping you on your toes, except this one's on your heels. Either way, keeping you on your heels. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like we could change those sayings, right? In this room, we get kept on our heels. 10 seconds. I have to say, being not out at any sort of Halloween gatherings or parties or trick-or-treating, good 20 seconds on, jog it out, off, excuse me. I've dressed up more this year than any other year, and I'm having a ton of fun. Maybe it's because it feels like it requires less effort because I'm not actually having to get somewhere with my costume. 5 seconds, and we're going into our split. 3, 2, go. Mod is a step back, or make it harder with a lunge in there, or you can just split, hop it out. All right, looking good. We're gonna go into, let's do our core after this. So we'll get a full minute of recovery. We'll bring it down to the floor. We'll redo that core series, and then we'll go from there. We're a little bit on the fly today. Good, 5 seconds. 3, 2, good. You got 1 minute. Kind of on the fly. I still got stuff, just can't comprehend it. Ooh. We were in my last class talking about daylight savings because it's coming up. and that class is outside. So it's going to be in the dark next week, essentially, is what? Nope. Yep. I think next week. Yes. And I was saying that daylight savings time is one of those things, and time zones too. I have a brain that works okay, pretty good. I work with numbers. I cannot conceptualize. The time changes happened every year. I never lived in Arizona. All right. And I still can't seem to get it. We're starting with our starfish toe touch here. I'm always confused. I know it's spring forward and fall back, but I'm like, does that mean it's darker later? Go ahead and start. I'm getting that clock on now. Whew. Go ahead, getting that shoulder off the floor, pressing your lower back down into the mat. If you're standing, it's the same move, but in the air. And your feet are a couple feet apart, as are your hands. Looks like you're doing half a jumping jack on the floor. Good. Squeezing through that core. Big exhale up. Nice. Let's go 4 more. 2 to each side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring those fingertips as far away from the toes as you can. Nice long body stretch. All right. Good. Let's bring those knees up, and we're just going to rock them side to side. All right. Up next is going to be that crab walk toe touch. So it's here, opposite hand and foot with those hips off the floor, or you can keep them on the floor, lean back, and then reach for those toes. If you have your hands up, it's going to be a lot harder, so keep them off the floor. If you want it harder on the core, then that way you're not putting pressure on the shoulders or the wrists if you need to. We're going to start in 3, 2, bring it up, and touching those toes. If you're standing, it's a stand. Draw the knee into the chest and reach both hands to the ankle of one leg, and then switch sides. Good. If you're on the floor, stay there. I'm going to show the standing move in case you need it. It's been a while since I got up and showed that one. Good. You've got 15 seconds left here. Good. Get those hips up a little bit higher. Ooh, abs are tight through every part of this motion. 5 seconds. And you got it. Go ahead and hug those knees. Next up, we're just reaching for the toes. So bringing it down to your back. You're going hands overhead and then up to the toes, pressing the lower back down. We're going to start in 2, 1, go for it. If you're standing, it's just a straight-legged toe touch. So if I were standing, it would look like this. 1, 2, okay. Whew. Feeling that one. This second round, it's getting there. So looks like we will have some time left after this core section. So I'm going to throw in a quick, do we want to do Tabatas or 30s? We've got 20 seconds to decide. Good. Keep those shoulders off the floor at the top of that move. Slight pause there if you can. Or 1 more. Get it up. There we go. Nice long body stretch if you need it. You've got a little bit of time. You've got about a minute before we get up. Well, you can get up in the meantime. You probably should grab some water, but a minute before we begin the Tabata. We're going to do shorter intervals because we just did our 40-20. Those were long. This will just be half, so it'll be 20-10, which is kind of fun, right? 40-20 into 20-10. Nerd alert, right? Okay, so I would like to reserve a little bit of extra time for stretching because I always say that I'm going to do that. So we're going to do 3 minutes in Tabata instead of 4. So it's going to be 20 seconds of work, 20 seconds off, and we're going to do it with side step, hop, hop first. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, stepping to the side, hop, hop, step back to the other side, hop, hop. Here we go. You're on 20 seconds. It's pretty short. You got 10 seconds left. Modify without the hop. Keep it quick. And there it is, 10 seconds off. Here we go. 5. One more time. 3, 2, hop, hop. Step, hop, hop. You can turn it into a leap if you want to make it a little bit harder. Good. 10 seconds left. 4. Good. 10 seconds off. Our next one is going to be a jump rope. Okay. Jumping rope. It can also be a heel tap. Some people, I pretend to jump rope like this. Main thing is, I want those arms making big circles. Go ahead and go. And I want those legs hopping around. Okay. And I want you to be breathing heavy. You should be almost totally breathless. So if that means you have to go here, go here. 3, 2, good. 10 seconds off. We got that one more time. Our last one, we haven't done burpees in a long time. I don't do them very often because you go 2, 1, jump and rope. Because I don't know, your fitness level. Not sure about that. Burpees can be a little hard on the body if you have any injuries at all. But we got a modification today. 5 seconds. And second. Good, recover. I always like to mix things up a little bit. I don't know. Our burpee looks like this. It's up, down, in, up. Go ahead and go. It's just down, out, and up. We're not doing push-ups on this. Down, out, and up. Modification is going to be come down, step out, come up, come down, step, step, up, or full move, no push-up. And there it is. 10 seconds off. One more round of those. I'm going to show the mod first. If you're doing the full move, go right into it. Now, oop, breathing heavy. Good. 10 seconds left. Finishing strong. This is a great place to be at the end of class. Totally breathless. Good, you got it. Let's walk it out for a second. More than a second. Few seconds. Like 30. Ooh. Maybe we should do more burpees. So there's a little button you can click. Let's see. It's a reaction. You can do thumbs up in the bottom, kind of to the right of your left of your end button, I suppose. If you think we should do more burpees, give me thumbs up. Now you guys are like, how do I get my thumb down? All right, okay. That was a resounding no. So we'll keep it as we do burpees every few weeks. Okay, so we're gonna start our stretch. Bringing it to the back of your mat. I'm gonna move this here. And we're gonna take a big breath in. Forward fold, nice flat back, and then roll into it. Tuck the chin into the chest, big breath in, half lift. Exhale, roll back down. And we're gonna walk our hands out into a plank position. If that's too much, you can always step the feet back. And we're gonna lower nice and slowly into the mat and then press it into an up dog. You can always go halfway into a sphinx if that's good for you, or all the way into an up dog if you can, lifting that chin, trying to keep those wrists just below the shoulders. Good big breath in and shift the hips back into child's pose. And you're gonna hang out there for a second while I get you out of this like 10,000 beats per minute music and yoga, right? All right. From your child's pose, we're gonna shift forward. We're gonna tuck the toes under, lift the hips into down dog. If you're standing, just move through a series of stretches that you like. If you need to just sit on your chair and bring the knees up, or all sorts of options there. And shift the hips forward into a plank. We're going to drive one knee through. And a couple of you here that I don't think I've met before, press that back hip down. If you want to, you can lift the upper body, give you a little extra stretch in that hip. But if you haven't been to this class before, you'll know that by the end of class, I can't talk. Good, bring it back down. We're gonna step those feet together. Give me a forward fold, big breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, step the other leg back into a nice front lunge here. Pressing that back hip down, lifting the hands if you can. If not, you can always stay here or here. Good. This time we're going to turn those toes and just bring it into a middle straddle. Forward fold. And let's walk those hands to one side. You can turn those toes out. Good. Turn those toes back in and rotate into the other side. Perfect. And back to center. We're going to walk those fingertips as far through our legs as we can. Maybe that means your hands are near your ankles. That's fine too. Tucking that chin nice and tight. Good. We're going to stand it up and we're going to lunge to one side. You're going to put your elbow on those knees and we're going to reach over. You might have to turn those toes out a little bit, but we're opening up that side body nice and long. So we want that arm over the top of your ear. Good. Bring it back to center here in that lunge, but we're going to lean back. Good. Back to center. Press that leg straight. We're going to rotate into the other side. Bring it into a lunge. Elbow to thigh. And reach it over. Keeping that arm in nice and tight. You should feel this a little bit in the groin maybe. In that side body. The shoulder. Good. And keeping that lunge. We're going to lean it back. You can put your eyes, your gaze towards the sky. Good. Unwind. We're going to bring it to the middle one more time and walk those hands through. And then we're going to step those legs together, bringing one foot behind the other, crossing them, and then going back into your forward fold. Tuck that chin. Your back hip, the one that's in the foot or connected to the foot that's behind, you can push out and walk those hands over, pushing out the back hip for a little extra stretch. If you're in this stretch and it feels good, you don't have to push the back hip out. Good. Let's switch sides and press that back hip out. Tuck the chin to the chest. Good. Unwind into your forward fold. Just let that upper body hang. Let's cross the arms and hang like a rag doll. I don't even know that I've ever seen one of those. I'm talking to myself. Good. Let's roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Big breath in through the nose. As you stand, bring those hands overhead. And exhale, draw the elbows down and back. Open up that chest and chin. And release those arms. Clasp behind. Open it up again. Good. Release out in front. Clasp together. Open those shoulder blades. And bring it back to center. Drop one arm. Reach it over. Good. Breathe it in. Bring it up. And exhale, reaching into the other side. Good. Bring it up. Release the arms. Let's go 3 shoulder rolls down and back. 3. Pressing the shoulders away from the ears at the bottom. 2. And 1. Thanks for coming, gang. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great weekend. Lots of things happening this weekend, right? There's Halloween, there's a full moon, and daylight savings time. I like the
Thank
reactions.
you.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful
So,
evening.
Thanks, Catie.
Yeah, I love hearing your voices. Makes me
More
happy.
burpees.
What?
More burpees.
More burpees? You like them? I'll make them an option. Like I'll find something we can match with it, and I'll be like, you can do burpees or this because I like them too. We need to up our game, right? I
Okay.
think we're
Okay.
ready.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great evening, guys.
Have a good Halloween.
Thank you.